Often do you see people texting and driving?
I see it mostly at stoplights. Yeah. Pretty often.
Have you ever said anything to anyone texting or driving, or if you've seen a friend texting or driving, do you tell them to stop?
Usually, most of my friends don't text, but if they do, I usually will offer to text for them.
Have you ever told somebody to stop texting and driving, or if you've seen someone doing it, do you ever say something about it?
Yes, my mother.
So do you have any personal experience? Have you ever texted and drive?
Maybe once. I did it once.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're honest.
Do you have any personal experiences?
I've been in a vehicle with someone that has been texting, and I asked them. The first time I didn't, because I didn't realize they were, but after that, I saw them starting to swerve off the road. So then I was like, "Yo, you gotta stop texting, or I'm getting out of the car."
And who do you think responsibility it is to inform?
I think it's the individual. Everyone should know that it's super dangerous and can lead to death of people, and people die all over the country daily from that. So.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have any personal experience?
Unfortunately, yes. Sometimes I text and drive.
Okay, and then the last question is, whose responsibility do you think it is?
The person driving.
The person driving.
Okay, cool. That's it.
Who do you think responsibility it is?
To what?
To inform us about texting and driving.
Yeah.
The police. What are they outside for?
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you tell people when you see that?
I can't
friends?
really. Oh, my friends?
Yeah.
I don't see them drive. If I saw them drive, I would be upset. Not upset. I would just be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
What is the rest of me checking my phone real quick?
Dying?
Okay. Do you have any personal experience?
No, I cannot drive without having my phone in my hand. No. No, I can't drive in general. So if my phone was in my hand, I would die.
Who do you think responsibility it is to inform people?
The police, our school.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a valid. Do you think responsibility it is to inform people?
Everyone, they literally get informed with the test too, so they just don't listen.
I mean, police inform when you have your driver's test, they inform you, before you even start driving. So.
Your parents inform you too,
Yeah,
but they do it too.
basically anybody informs you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, your name?
Dylan.
Okay, how often do you see people texting and driving?
On a scale of 1 to 10, or percentage?
Per,
often?
just in general.
Often.
Often?
Often.
Okay, and do you have any personal experience?
I've been in the car with some of my upperclassmen friends, and they'll be on their phone, and that's kind of. It didn't get to the point where they were actually about to crash, but it's gotten to they've gotten close to actually not being focused and almost getting scared, I guess.
And
Name and grade.
Layla in 9th grade.
How often do you see people texting and driving?
All the time.
What do you tell people when you see that?
Get off your phone.
Say when.
Okay. So how often do you see people texting and driving?
I easily see people texting and driving 5 times a day.
5 times a day?
Drive around the green a lot in Marshtown, and every time we're at a light, people are so easily 5.
What do you tell people when you see that?
If it's during a driving lesson, I usually point it out and be like, hey, watch out, that person's on, the phone. They may, get a little too close to you or cut you off just because they're not paying attention. So I always try to alert them to that danger.
Okay, and what is the rest of me checking my phone real quick?
So real quick, I remember Officer Dietrich used to do a presentation in the driver's ed class, and if you're driving, let's say 50 miles an hour on Route 10, that's the speed limit. If you look at your phone for 3 to 4 seconds, the amount of distance your car goes at that speed is about the length of a football field. So a lot can happen in that distance when you're going that quick. And an accident only takes 1 second. So again, if you look just for 1 second, a deer could run out, person in front could hit the brakes, someone could switch lanes in front of you, whatever. So there's always a risk.
And do you have like any personal experience?
So when I learned to drive, there were really not cell phones back then. And then, so there was no laws against it. And then when phones were invented, everybody was like, okay, on the phone, texting. So I did it before it was against the law. And looking back on it, yeah, it is dangerous. So once the law happened, I stopped. And so I do remember texting and driving. And again, it's a bad idea, but I did it back before it was against the law. I don't do it anymore.
And who do you think responsibility is to really inform kids or like adults about like texting and driving?
I think it falls with kids. It's definitely parents because they lead by example. So if the kid sees the mom every time they stop at a light or kind of going slow in traffic, looking down at their phone, they're gonna do the same thing. So I think parents are a huge part. Obviously, teachers, and police. They shouldn't be doing it either. So I think that's who the responsibility falls on. But definitely, students are responsible too. When they're behind the wheel.
Okay, and your thoughts about our campaign and?
Oh yeah, I think it's great to bring attention to the matter. It doesn't seem like it's getting that much better with, they changed the laws in terms of penalties. First offense is $200 fine. Second offense is $400. Third is $600, and then it's points. Also, you get points on your license, which is bad. So, any little bit helps, and especially young people doing some kind of campaign. Other students are going to listen to you, teenagers, more than their elders or adults.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.